Hello and welcome back to I haven't posted a video in 3 weeks, and what about it? Today we are watching Renee and let's see, Keaton and O'Hare just tearing up the plaza. Oh, and there's Quinn. All right, what an interesting combination. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but Renee and Quinn, they're an item. But Keaton doesn't seem to be understanding that like they're not interested in him in any capacity. I think he thinks that there is some chance that he could weasel his way in to that relationship in some way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, that is not how it works. Unfortunately for him, you know. Oh my God, look. Oh, they're saying hello. Anyway, hi. It's me, Learn. And today I'm gonna do what I said I would do and catch up to. Oh, it's been a while since we've crossed paths. I'm really sorry. An NDA about my life, yeah. What's up, Keaton? Let's talk. The band you used to be in. Long story short, a difference of musical opinions. Oh my God, Nigel. A minor and A minor seventh? What a tragic mistake to make. So really quickly, I am going to head over to my third island because today, the day that I'm playing, is Han's birthday. And please ignore the flower field. So this is my most recent island that I'm flying to. And I have never, ever in my life finished an island. So it's two learns in one place. So crazy. So I am grabbing some flowers because basically between my three islands, I have a lot of different flower crown recipes. However, I don't have all the like I do have all the flowers, but like they're spread out over different islands and like different quantities. And by the way, while I'm here, I am taking this opportunity to use a Ouija board with myself here and summon Derry because I think we all have a lot of questions for him. I think it's time that we just sat down. Okay, let's see. How well, let me get kind of comfortable, I think. Um, is there anyone here with us today? Okay, it seems like a no. Is there someone in the no? Okay, well, that's fine. Maybe another time. Maybe we can talk to Derry another time. But yeah, so for villagers' birthdays, I really like to give flower crowns. But on this island, I really don't have many flowers. So I'm just quickly grabbing some flowers um, for Hans's birthday. And of course, as you all know, I do have some history with Hans. But today is about celebrating his birthday. And of course, I will be bringing him a flower crown. I think a cool windflower crown suits him very well. So I'm curious to see who is at his birthday party today. Let us see. We're not going to stay for too long, just because, like, I am the host. Oh, it's Dom. Interesting. Okay. I mean, Dom has been here the longest. I would suspect that he would greet any kind of like newcomers or just be kind of that like rock on the island, right? Of just like everybody loves Dom. He's just been here the longest. He's an OG islander kind of thing. He's probably just friends with everybody, you know? So, yeah, splendorous. Um, sure. So, yeah, we're not going to stay for too long because I do think it is maybe a bit inappropriate for me as the host to be like, you know, fraternizing with the contestants too much, but like they are my friends, first and foremost. So like this is, a show, but these are my friends. So Yeah, we'll enjoy the party for a little bit. We'll just like make the rounds, kind of chat with everybody. Yes, you do get a captive audience for your antics, actually. How did you know? So yeah, let's see. So I did say that now that I have kind of caught up to real time, and cleaned up my island a little bit, that like I will be keeping up with current time. And I'm not going to be time traveling around, and I'm not going to be, I don't know, being anxious about time and like playing all the days and all of that. So I'm going to try to stick to my word and stay true to that. So today is Valentine's Day that I'm finally editing this all together. Um, And you know what? I thought about it. I was like, maybe I won't even post this because I've been having a lot of issues with like editing this video, just like not super inspired. And then also having like some technical difficulties. And then I was like, you know what? It's never too late to post about Christmas and New Year's. It's never too late. And I think that has greater implications for like, I think every year everybody's like, oh, well, not I think, I know. Every year everybody's like, oh, New Year's resolutions, blah, blah, blah. But like, why? Why wait until the new year to like try to improve yourself or like set goals? I don't think that that's necessary. You can do that any time of the year. So, yeah, I guess like the overarching motto and like takeaway for today's video is that it's never too late to do the thing. So go do the thing. It's okay. You can do it. Those are my words of wisdom for today as I'm standing in my ex-boyfriend's home celebrating his birthday. So yeah, I'm curious, like, what has everyone been up to in the new year? Um, how are your resolutions going, if you made any? And I don't know, what are you looking forward to this year? I don't know the answer to that question for myself. Um, but we're gonna play Toy Day. And I don't know, it feels a little weird. It feels like I did like take a little bit of a break, but it wasn't like a relaxing break, because what happened was I was supposed to give a presentation for work and it kept getting pushed, getting pushed. So like it was dumb because I was like, I'm supposed to be working on the work presentation. I should not work on editing my video. Like I need to actually like do my job first and foremost. This is just for fun. Remember, this is just for fun. Um, but let's be real. Jingle is making me work really hard, doing his job, and I'm not sure why this happens every year. But first and foremost, I think I need kind of a cute Christmas outfit. Um, I guess I have this like what is this? Like a Mrs. Claus like dress and like a hat. I guess I could wear like a reindeer or it's like a clown nose. Ooh, a beard. Okay, what do we think about like sexy Santa? Like a little like fishnet moment, but I'm still wearing the beard because like it is Santa. I'm Santa, right? Um, what do we think? Like it's kind of spicy. It's kind of like a yeah, like a sexy Santa moment. I think I think this is it. I think this is the vibe for today. And I don't really need a bag because I'm going to get a bag from Jingle to hand out all the gifts. Anyway, so yeah, I was like supposed to be working on this presentation for work, and so like this whole time I've been like, oh no, like I shouldn't be working on my hobby. I shouldn't be making YouTube videos. I need to be like focused on doing my work, for work, the job that I have. And I didn't work on the work. at all. Like the presentation for work. I didn't work on the presentation at all. And I didn't work on the video at all either. So here we are. It's been 3 weeks since I uploaded a video. I did stream, I don't know how long ago, what, 2 weeks ago? That was so much fun. So many of my friends came. If you came to that stream, thank you so much. It was such a blast. I love you all so much. I love my friends. We had so much fun. And let's see, I have my like list of conversation topics, obviously, as per usual, but I also asked in the community tab on YouTube, some like conversation topics that you guys are interested in. And you guys are so sweet, so great. I love you so much. Okay, so Z, my best friend Z, asked me, what is the worst season on Love Island, any country, and why? Okay, so one thing about me is that I'm not going to give you a straight up answer. I have a couple answers to that question. Unfortunately. I will never ever be direct about anything in the world ever. So my first, like my gut answer to that question is any of the US seasons. They are so bad. Like, it is such a cheesy, like, it's not even like a genuine, nobody is genuine. Like, the thing about Love Island and like these reality shows in general, right, is that a lot of these people are very vapid. No offense to them. I love you. I love watching you on reality TV. Please don't ever change, actually. But like, it's just something about the US version is just like very shallow. It's like very, it's not entertaining to watch. Like, it's not good and it's not entertaining. Whereas like I would say the UK version is not good, but it is entertaining, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's like my gut answer to that question. Now, if I had to think about it a little bit more, I stopped watching after I think season 5. Let me confirm that really fast. Yeah, after season 5, because unfortunately the host of the show, or hostess rather, passed away and was replaced with a different hostess, and it just like was not quite the same. And this is a very depressing topic, so instead let us listen to Dom and O'Hare serenade Pecan. Amazing, good work, guys. So yeah, that's like a sad reason that like maybe 6 kind of fell off a little bit for me. And then my final response to that question is season 2 of UK. And I say this not because it was a bad season. Basically, okay, like with all these shows, this is so dumb. With all of these shows, these dumb reality TV shows, I grow so attached to the cast and like the contestants, and these boys are really singing. They are really belting it out, and I respect that. They are not good. They are not the next boy band. They are not America's Next Top Model. I don't know. What am I talking about? Anyway, season 2 of UK is so chaotic, and I love chaos. Okay, I do. I really love chaos, but that season is just a little bit too much, even for me. And that is because like within, I don't know, like 20 minutes of the first episode, like people are fighting, people are crying. Like I'm not saying like fighting as in like, oh, they're just like disagreeing. Like, no, they're like fist fighting on the lawn. But no, by the end of all of these shows, like by the season finale, I am so attached to these idiots. And I sob. I like very rarely cry. Um, One of the times that you can see me tear up is when I'm watching like a season replay of Love Island. That is the stupidest thing. So like, yeah, even though it's like super chaotic, it doesn't really matter. I still enjoyed the season. By the season finale, I was still like openly sobbing. Like I can't believe my friends are like about to finish off season 2 of Love Island UK. I would never ever like I don't think I'd get along with them at all. Unfortunately, I don't think we'd have anything in common. um, so that is my answer to that question. So thank you so much, Z, for asking me that lovely question. I think I've mentioned, but like I have kind of fallen off watching Love Island. I would really like to watch more, watch again. Oh, interesting. We've got Pecan and Renee over here. So if you remember, I think like episode 2 of my my season of Love Island, we found Pecan, which was very exciting. Um, and over here too, never mind. What? Hey. Oh no. Oh no. So this is the problem with like trying to get back to real time is that I've just been skipping from Saturday to Saturday just to do KK shows. So my villagers are like not really not really greeting me in the way that I wish they would. But really I just want to know what these girls are talking about because like clearly they're like vibing, they're having a good conversation. But we found Pecan a couple episodes ago, and she has honestly been stirring up quite a bit of drama. Like, if you ask me, it seems like kind of everybody either like wants her or wants to be her, you know? So it's interesting to me that she's like kind of laying it on thick with Renee, who is clearly coupled up with Quinn, right? It's so rare that a newcomer like makes a splash like this, right? I don't know. I'm curious. Is this creepy that I'm just like they definitely see me, but like we don't see me. I'm just like hiding behind my own house. No, that's normal. Oh, surprise. Oh, Renee's happy. And Pecan is already donning our Oh, you look rad in a nightgown. No one ever says stuff like that to you? Okay, well, I'll let Quinn know that you feel that way. 1 month since I've spoken to Pecan. Okay, but she is like rocking, absolutely rocking the Love Island logo, right? Um, I'm precious, though even cuter. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Like she's very flirty even with me, okay? And I'm not competing. I know I look good. I know I'm sexy Santa. Yes, new outfit. Oh, hair. Yes. Yes, I'm very serious about my cosplay. I'm sexy Santa today. Hello. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna like be giving out gifts from Santa, and then I've gathered out all those gyroids so that I can give those to my villagers. Because I think the gyroids are cute, and if they put them in their home, that's fine. They might think it's expensive, so that might like boost our friendship points or whatever. Yeah, I guess I really haven't spoken to anybody in a bit, but I am trying to move past it and not care. I don't care. I'm totally fine. This is how the game works. Like, they will express that they missed me and then we'll move right along. It's totally okay. Um, hey, Pecan again. Yes, that's the point. Here's a gift for you. Um, was Santa indisposed? I'm her new hero. See, okay, I don't know. Like, I've spoken with a lot of snooties in my day, and I just think Pecan is being a little extra flirtatious with me. Am I imagining that? I don't know. Also here I am just forgetting constantly that I need to be carrying the bag in order for any of the gift giving to occur properly. So, yeah, here we go. Here we go. So, okay, my next topic of conversation was suggested by the Ocean's Waves. What was the biggest mistake Animal Crossing ever made? That is such a great question. And once again, I have multiple answers. Okay. So first and foremost, we all know that Nintendo has completely abandoned New Horizons. And like, a couple weeks ago, there was the Nintendo Direct, right? Maybe that was like not even a week ago. I don't know. And I was waiting. Quinn, are you good? Are you like in the wall? Quinn, are you in the wall? Quinn. Hey, Quinn. Hey. Oh yeah, I haven't caught up in a while. Okay, well, I'm glad you're not stuck in the wall anymore. Cool. So yeah, so like well, if you haven't seen the direct, that happened like, yeah, I think less than a week ago. And so I waited until after it ended, like a couple hours after, so that I could watch it with my partner. And so we watched it together, and a lot of times, like, I will watch the direct, or like one of us will watch the direct when it's on, and then we'll watch it again together later. And I was just like, you know what? I want to actually like genuinely react together this time. I feel bad that sometimes I already know what's going on, kind of thing. So to all my friends, I was like, no spoilers. Okay, no spoilers. So I like, I was tuned into some streams that were like live reacting to it, and I was like, okay, I'm leaving now, bye. And made it very clear to all my friends, like, no spoilers. Well, then after it ended, like a couple of my friends were like, oh my God, that was so great. Like, so excited for, and I'm like, no spoilers. And they're like, oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. And I'm like, but can you just tell me, is there anything about New Horizons? And they were like, LOL. And I'm like, no, like, just give me a yes or no. Like, I am not holding my breath. I think the answer is no, right? And they're like, no spoilers. And so then obviously, like, I watched the direct later with Pierce, and there were no announcements about New Horizons, obviously, because they already said that there are no more free updates for the game. Like, they're done. They didn't even give us a 2023 balloon arch. Like, that's where we're at. So that exposition is my long roundabout way of introducing the fact that, like, so I do play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp from time to time. I'm not like, I used to be like really invested in it, and I would go on like constantly. I don't quite do that anymore. I like sometimes remember that I should log on and like check to see what's going on. But I do play Pocket Camp from time to time. And what Pocket Camp does is they will like gradually release new villagers and new furniture sets and like all this stuff. So like Pocket Camp definitely, like, it is a mobile game with like a gacha style. So like they want you to buy these like leaf tickets. That's like a premium currency with real money. That's their goal. But in return for these leaf tickets, like, you get premium items. There's like more to the game, right? And so like I think for this mobile game, like it has more of like a New Leaf look to it, which, like, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people will say that New Leaf was their favorite Animal Crossing game. But that a lot of the content that is available in New Horizons is being like gradually released in Pocket Camp, or conversely, like, new material and new content is like constantly being released, stuff that we've never seen in New Horizons. And so like along those lines, like, why not like release content in waves for New Horizons instead of like this big 2.0 update that we got in November of 2021. Is that right? So it's been over a year now since we got that. Which, to be fair, I have not finished Happy Home Paradise on any island. Like, I have not completed the DLC, so like I'm still working through the new content. But I think like in terms of the fan base's like contentment, yes. I think that would have made like a really big difference to just like not batch all of this in one big update instead like do these waves, and keep people kind of on their toes. So that is one thing that I think they really could have done better. Another thing, and this is something my friend Natalie and I talk about all the time. So I do collect amiibos, and we collect amiibos together, like amiibo cards. And so like for series 5, Animal Crossing amiibo cards, there are only 48 cards in that pack, and I believe half of them, so 24 of them, are NPCs. And so only half of them are these new villagers that have only been seen in New Horizons and are like brand new to this game. But if you recall, the in New Leaf, that is when the amiibo concept was like developed and introduced. So like there are amiibo cards that were exclusive to New Leaf that have never been re-released, at least in North America. And so like we have series 1 through 5, and then there's the Welcome Amiibo series, and they look a little different. They have the villagers like in little RVs, and they're very cute. It's very like specific to, you know, this new concept of amiibos at the time that they were released. I think in like 2016 or something like that. And that introduced a lot of new content for New Leaf. So, you know, I think that model worked really well for New Leaf, that the game came out in, I think, like 2012, and 4 years later they had this giant update with like these villagers that can visit your town in their RVs, and you can like ask them to move in and blah blah blah. So like that was just a completely new mechanic of the game, and that was like super groundbreaking then. But like in this case, like they could have, I don't know, they could have done something, first of all, a little bit more interesting to, you know, a couple years later keep fans interested, because also the 3DS did have Happy Home Designer, which was a completely separate game. So again, similar model. So like they did release similar content, but like for New Horizons, it just feels like they were like, here's exactly what we did for New Leaf. Are you happy now? And it's like, okay, no, because New Leaf existed and you just did the same thing again, right? So like, I don't know. That's another thing where like, first of all, the like release of content, but also the fact that those amiibo cards have not been re-released. So like I bought a set off eBay, and they're Japanese cards, which is totally fine by me. I know I don't read or speak Japanese, but like I know all the villagers' names, so like totally fine by me. But like if most series have 100 cards in the pack and series 5 only has 48, why not re-release the 50 welcome amiibos in that series? So that is my friend Natalie's idea, and I couldn't agree more. And for my final take on the biggest mistake that Animal Crossing ever made, I am going to throw it back to City Folk on the Wii, which you may recall is my first Animal Crossing game that I ever played. And a lot of people will say that City Folk was the worst Animal Crossing game. And that is because it's basically the same game as Wild World. The only difference is that it's on the Wii and there's a city. Otherwise, it's basically the same game. Hi, Pecan. You're flustered bringing this up. It's Toy Day. That's what we do. We exchange gifts on Toy Day. This is the kind of stuff that Pecan has been saying, and I don't know. I feel like I do value our friendship, Pecan. Don't worry about that, but I just feel like she's very flirtatious for a snooty, right? She's embarrassed by how heartfelt it is. That's very sweet. And here's Bangle. Did you hear how she said so with so many O's? But yeah, so not having played the GameCube Animal Crossing or Wild World growing up and playing City Folk, that was it for me, It was so exciting. And by the way, in true learn fashion, I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent really quick here, just to say that I had posted on Twitter, I tweeted, as some might say, asking if anyone would be interested in seeing City Folk and the original GameCube Animal Crossing. I do still have a Wii and I can play those games. I don't play it regularly, but it is in my bedroom. I do intend to play more often. But it turns out when you have 3 Switches, 3 islands, you don't get around to playing on your Wii so much anymore, which is totally fine. But I did find a capture card adapter, so I was curious if anyone would be interested in that video. She's in awe because I'm adorable. Stop it. Stop it. She's being so flirty. She's being so flirty, right? Just thinking about making that type of video though. And I just needed one person to say, yes, I would watch that, And so I did. I bought an Elgato capture card adapter for the Wii, so that I can play City Folk, like record that gameplay. So that's something that I have planned. That's incoming for sure. And now it's New Year's Eve. So let's get back to what I was talking about. That there are some things that they included in City Folk that just don't really age super well. So one of them is this was I think this was done with good intentions theoretically, but just some of the features from City Folk were that when you ran, like when you would run around your town, basically, the common paths that you would take would get worn down, like the grass would wear down. So the idea was like, oh, there's a lot of traffic here, like in real life, it would wear down and create a natural path in the grass. It's a really cute idea in theory, but in practice, it did not really work because everyone was running everywhere. So they probably didn't anticipate that everyone would be running constantly across every spot in their town, and it takes forever for the grass to grow back. So once it's gone, it you're just not getting it back. So like I saw some videos of like people that had like a desert town because they just kind of committed to it basically. So that was a fine idea in theory, but in practice, it really just did not translate super well. It didn't really work. But that's relatively low stakes. It's not like, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. It wasn't awesome. Also, really quickly, can we talk about how stunning I look? I think I think we need to do like a little photo shoot here. Look at me getting ready to celebrate the final day of 2022, which, you know, by the time by the time we're watching this, like it's mid-February. It's long past New Year's Eve. That's fine. But I just do, I don't know. I need to hold myself accountable and not get so hung up because one thing about me is that, and I've probably already said this, but like the fact that if I don't do something perfectly the first time and I like have this grand idea of how I'm going to do something and like basically if I don't do it the right way in the time frame that I have planned, I kind of just like give up. I I shouldn't even bother, right? Like I didn't do it exactly how I intended to, and now I should just not even bother. Look at this dung beetle. Bye, friend. Um, but yeah, so I'm trying to break myself out of that mindset and just be like, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. This is for fun. I'm having fun, and I hope you're having fun. And like, yeah, my friend Z reminded me that like it doesn't matter because like the longevity of this video is once I post it, like theoretically forever. And you can watch this video any time of the year. It doesn't have to be Christmas, New Year's, whatever. It doesn't matter. So I'm just trying to break myself out of that mindset. So hello, Pecan, once again. You are rocking the hat, by the way. Cute dress. I think it's the same dress that I'm wearing, just in a different color. But I'm going around making sure that everybody's prepared for the New Year's countdown with a hat. Interesting because O'Hare is already wearing a hat. So like, is he gonna swap out a hat or is he gonna have a hat on top of a hat? Like what will occur here? Okay, it's just well, he might have the other hat underneath. We don't know, but he is wearing the New Year's hat. So everybody's got to get their little hats on. Um, but yeah, so going back to the thing that I am intending to talk about today, the original topic that I keep veering away from. Also, my friend is on her way here, by the way. This is my friend, Charlie. Um, and you know, once again, I can't stay on topic for the life of me. This is my friend Charlie. Her account is Honeycomb Paints, her channel rather. And so I actually mod for her over on Twitch. But she's on YouTube in addition to Twitch, and she's also an amazing illustrator. She's on Etsy. She's stopping by on this fabulous New Year's Eve just to get a wheat field because I think I have like one wheat field item. And hi Charlie. Oh, bye Charlie. Okay. um so anyway, so she's just getting my one wheat field because she's obsessed with wheat fields, but it just so happens to be New Year's Eve, so now I have a friend here with me, so we'll continue our little photo shoot and she's gonna shoot me in the face with a party popper. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So she's probably just like, I don't know, leaving me a really rude note on my bulletin board. Um, so I suppose the only thing that I can really do in response to that is to tell her that I think she smells. So I think I will. Okay, finally going back to the original topic. I promise. I promise I'm going to talk about this. But maybe after Charlie rudely shakes my money tree and just leaves, please. Honestly, just get out of here. Thank you. Okay. So, oh, Pecan is quite emotional about this past year. Quinn is ready to party all night. That's exciting. That's interesting that Pecan is emotional about the past year because like she just moved here very recently. I wonder if that's something that's meaningful to her, perhaps. I am very curious. Hello, Pietro. Um, oh, okay, so I haven't spoken to him in a bit. Oh my God. Was it my friend Erin that said that she doesn't like Pietro because he has the line about screaming from his basement? Whoops. Anyway, he does that, I guess. So in this day and age of Animal Crossing, you can select all things about your appearance with your, eye color, hair color, skin color. But back in the day, you would, back in the earlier versions of Animal Crossing games, you would answer a series of questions from like in the beginning, typically like while you're on a train to the town, sitting with Rover, he's asking you questions, which sadly Rover is not really in New Horizons except for Mayday, which when I tell you the first time I did Mayday, I completed the maze and like at first I saw the cat ears and I thought it was Punchy, who was my favorite villager, and I was just like, how did they know that I wanted Punchy? I almost cried. But then I realized it was not Punchy. It was in fact Rover. And then I cried even harder because I love Rover. He's such a great guy. Love him. Everybody's out. Everybody's checking each other out. Everybody knows that it's going to be a late night of partying. Questionable choices might be made, scoping it all out, trying to see what's up, who is out partying, who is gonna have like the craziest time tonight, who's spoken for, who's coupled up, that kind of thing. Everybody's looking really good. A little interesting that halves of couples are here. Like Renee is not out, but obviously Quinn is here and so is Keaton, and we know that he doesn't seem to really understand that he is not welcome in Renee and Quinn's relationship. And then like Bangle's not here, but O'Hare is. Surely she's still like getting ready. And is Dom here? I don't think Dom's here, but Pietro is right there. So it's interesting that some of these couples are, only one member of the couple is here, and like everybody's checking each other out, right? Yeah. I don't think I'm just imagining that, but yeah. The grand finale is almost here. If you've got any last minute dance moves, now's the time to show off. Thanks, Pietro. I'll get right on that. Hey, Hans. Hear that? It's the sound of New Year approaching, wearing tap shoes. Perfect. Keaton, we have less than 30 minutes left in the year and I still haven't accomplished all of my goals. Okay, lay it on me. What's up? Quick, sign my electronica band to a record deal and give me an advance on my novel. Okay, I don't think I'll be helping you with that. But I guess it's time to count down the final minute. And if I'm being honest, I am pretty sure I just set my Switch down and like walked away. And so it's gonna be pretty, down to the wire that I get out my actual light stick. So we'll participate in the countdown and say goodbye to 2022. Here we are. I'm ready. I'm so ready. All right, so let's see if I can actually get in sync with everybody at some point. Close. Oh, yay! Happy New Year! Happy 2023! Yeah, I mean, once again, it is February 22nd as I'm speaking at this moment. So, yeah, you guys already knew that it was 2023. It has been for a bit. So, I guess we'll just, hang out and dance for a little bit. And I can finally get to the point that I've been trying to make. So you used to have to answer a series of questions, and so if you play any of those older games at this point now, somebody has documented what all of the different answers mean in terms of like what trait that'll give you. So you'd answer a question like, do you have a new house that you're moving into? And you can say like, oh, like, I'll find one when I get there, or that's none of your business. And so the answer to that question would decide like your eye shape or something like that. So it was very linear, how your appearance would go. And you couldn't really change your facial features once you actually selected and answered those questions. You could change your hair. You could change your hair color and hairstyle, go to the city, and Harriet had her own shop in the city called Shampoodle, but you could never change your facial features, and you couldn't change your skin tone. So every character would start with like the lightest skin tone. So if you can imagine that from like New Horizons, right? So where I'm going with this, you might know where I'm going with this. I don't know. So essentially in the summer months, the more time you spent outside running around in city folk, your character would get a tan, which in theory, I think that's a cute idea. Just like, in real life, if you spend time out in the sun, you get a sunburn, you might tan, but they took it a little too far. And when I say a little too far, I mean, it's totally not acceptable. I can't believe they did this, that your tan would build and build, where you could go from, the absolute lightest skin tone in the game. Like imagine, again, the New Horizons lightest skin tone. You could get to the absolute darkest skin color, in New Horizons. So that's not super good. I was not a fan, and I had completely forgotten about that mechanic because I think as a child, I don't think I didn't play every day to the point that would build to that point. But, revisiting the game as an adult and playing it obsessively as I do every single day, I noticed pretty quickly that, this was happening. And I didn't like it. I don't like it. You can't prevent it. You can't say, I don't want this to happen. So I would say that is pretty, up there with the worst mistakes that Animal Crossing has ever made. Hey, Keaton, buddy. Hey. You want to give Quinn some space? Like, I don't think she appreciates you following her at such a close distance. Yeah, just sit down and let her kind of go on her way. I don't think any of that was necessary, if you ask me. Wait, hello? Quinn? Okay, so maybe I was wrong because now she's like gravitating towards him, like very close. Hello? So maybe he is getting mixed signals because I feel like I'm getting mixed signals here of like what is going on. Is she having like any second thoughts about, I don't know, her relationship with Renee? Is a recoupling? Oh, hi, Renee. We were just talking about you. Keaton, hello? Stay out of this. Oh my God. Give her some space. Give the girl some space. Happy New Year to all of you. I can't wait to see what this year brings. Yeah, me neither, Isabel. Me neither. And we have a campsite villager at the campsite today. Who do you guys think it is? 3, 2, 1. Shout out to Angry Coconut. Let's see. Oh my God. It's Pee-wee. Oh no. Little bitty baby. No. I don't think he's for us. I don't think you have what it takes to succeed on Love Island. I don't think there's anyone out there for you. I'm sorry. No, there probably is, but I don't think that person is cut out for Love Island either. Like, I just don't think that's what we'll be doing today. And you know, it was kind of a crazy night last night. I'm still wearing my New Year's Eve clothes. Hello, Pecan. Happy New Year. Good to see you as always. I'm happy to see that you're representing the Love Island logo on your shirt. What are you doing today? Did you stay out too late? And thank you for sweeping the snow. We'll see how Hans is doing. And I'm glad, obviously, that we can now choose our own skin tone and that Animal Crossing has moved away from that mechanic, by the way. Yep, nothing's gonna stop me in 2023. I'm going to release a new mixtape every week. Please don't, actually. And I can honestly say right now, as I'm talking to you, like it is mid-February and I have not seen a single mixtape from him all year. And you know what? I guess I should actually be thankful for that fact because I am not confident that it would be anywhere near decent music. I have no idea what type of music this man would create. I think it would be pretty awful, actually. So that is totally fine by me. Let's keep that up. Let's keep that up. Why do I have a sea bass on me in the first place? Oh, is this from New Year's Eve the night before? I had to pick it up so that I could try to like get some good photos of me with all my friends out in the plaza. Um, and I'm not really sure why it was there in the first place, actually. Um, Hey Pietro. Hey guys. Hey Hans. Hey Pecan. We meet again. Or did that first meeting happen in my dream this morning? Hans. Pecan, did you hear what he just said to me? Excuse me? Okay. Hey Coco. How's it going? What's up? You had a dream about me last night too? Um, is everybody okay? Was last night a little too crazy or okay, I guess I'm gonna call it there because I think the video is over, actually. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.